Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Quick Bits. Today we're going to cover Soul Shards. Real quick, we're not going to go into super detail with them. The main thing I wanted to cover was some of the most widely used and easier to build, like dropper traps and stuff like that. We're not going to get into experience grinders. We'll probably do that at a later date. This is basically, just for getting the drops from the mob. To get a soul shard, you need to cook a diamond in a soul forge, and you need to use corrupted essence. It's 8 corrupted essence per diamond, I believe. To get corrupted essence, you need to mix vile dust and glowstone dust. To get vile dust, you just cook soul sand, and it's 1 vile dust per soul sand. So let's grab these. So you mix the glowstone dust and the vile dust, and you get corrupted essence. To cook the diamond, you also need a soul forge. To make a soul forge, it's 3 stone, 5 obsidian, and 1 corrupted essence. Just like this, and give you a soul forge. Now what you do is you put you first grab your corrupted essence. Like so, and like so. And it takes forever. It does take quite a while. I'm pretty sure that you get like 3 or 4 soul shards per diamond. I'm thinking more like 3. I knew, and then I forgot like as soon as I started talking about it, which usually happens. But yeah, for the soul cage, which is what you put the soul shard in, all you need is iron bars, and I think everyone knows how to make iron bars. It's just 6 iron, and that will give you 16 iron bars, which is enough for 2 soul cages. Yeah, it's all pretty easy. I think the hardest part of all this to get is the diamond. Yeah, and that's pretty easy to get, so it's not hard. Yeah. This is probably the most basic drop trap. The mobs spawn up there and fall to their death. I have transposers in the bottom. They're spaced so that every square inside the spawner, or inside the trap, is picked up. So if anything lands anywhere inside there, the transposers will pick it up. It comes down the center, up, and into this deep storage unit. Here, let's turn it on. You'll see the pigs, they spawn up there, and then the redstone pulse causes the transposers to pick up all the pork, and then it is transported into the deep storage unit. Let's turn that off. But like I say, this is like the most basic drop trap. It's all they do is they just fall to their death. Nothing special. A lot of people also like these because it requires less surface area at the bottom, which means less stuff you have to use. In this one, I just have obsidian pipes. The purple ones are obsidian. They go into iron transport pipes. All the iron transport pipes are aimed toward this gold transport pipe, and then they go up top and they go into some more deep storage units. It's the same idea as this one. They just plummet to their death. The water is up here to push them to this, where they fall to their death. Both of these are the same height. These are probably a bit tall for pigs, but when I make a spawner like this, I tend to make it a bit further than I need to, just to be on the safe side, because you don't want to go in there and have some damn guy sitting there waiting to kill you. This timer, it's just for the redstone pulse, it's just a timer and a redstone dust pointing into the redstone tube, and that powers all the transposers. If I was to power it from over there, this side wouldn't get powered because the signal wouldn't reach all the way over there. That's why it's right here in the middle, so it reaches everything. So yeah. But like I say, these are the most basic spawners, that most people use because they're easy to build, easy to maintain. In this one, the soul cage is one block down, or well, actually I guess 2 blocks down from the ceiling. In this one, it's just straight onto the ceiling. It doesn't really matter too much. Sometimes if you have like wither skeleton spawner, they will spawn on top, especially if you have like a space like that. Like if you were to put the soul cage even with the ceiling, and you have airspace for stuff to spawn, it will spawn there. But how it is like this, I've never had a problem with it just stuck to the ceiling. And to turn them on and off, it's just a wireless receiver. Goes into red alloy wire on top of the block that's above the soul cage. It's the same basic thing for both sides. Yeah, it's just powering the block above it, which is in turn powering it. A couple of the lesser used spawner trap guys are these two. This one uses high energy pellet launchers. Yeah, this one is extremely loud. Let's turn it on and see just how loud it is. Yeah, this one gets really loud. So you just... Whoa, lag. Oh, you just got to keep that in mind if you make this one. It's extremely cheap. The redstone or the high energy pellet launchers are really cheap. Let's take a look at this. It's 4 iron, 2 gold, and 1 redstone, and that's cheap for those. And they will kill you in 1 hit, so those things hurt. So you must keep that in mind as well. Let's let all those pigs die before we go over there. These two are also, the more dangerous spawners, spawner trap guys. Let's turn this off. Let those go away. They'll disappear eventually. Come on, go away. Oh, come on. Okay. I think this is actually the most dangerous spawner trap. Because if you stand too close, you will get hurt. It has a Tesla coil right there. They're both using obsidian pipe in the very center block with water, with 1 water source in each corner to direct everything toward the center, which is why the Tesla coil is in the center. Let's look at the recipe for the Tesla coil. It's also extremely cheap. Tesla coil, it's redstone, MV transformer, electronic circuit, refined iron, MV transformer, 2 times insulated gold cable, and a machine block. Very, very cheap. I have 4 hybrid solar panels sitting here, and an MFE under here, just so it has backup power for this guy. It does use a lot of power, and it needs a constant redstone signal to work. If it doesn't have a redstone signal, it will not work. Oh, it's kind of dark back there. Let's close it up. Nope. Yeah, so I just have a torch there, powering that block, powering this. Simple, simple. Okay, let's see this guy in action. He's quite a bit he's actually a lot quieter. The only thing you hear is the pigs dying. But if I was to stand here, it reaches 4 blocks. As you see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4 blocks away. If I was to stand here, turn creative off, I would die. Awesome. Oh. Yeah. Let's turn creative back on. Okay. As you can see, it's very dangerous. It's 2 hits, but you can see I wasn't in a huge hurry to get away from it, but I was trying to get away from it, and I didn't. So you just got to keep that in mind if you build this one. If you build this one, make sure the pellet launchers are off before you climb into the spawner. They will kill you. That's all there is to it. And if you build this one, stay away from this block here. Stay away. And it's 4 blocks diagonal. You would be safe here because you're on the 5th block. But you just got to stay away. It reaches 4 blocks. So this block here, you would die. This block here, you're safe. So yeah, just keep that in mind. These are the same as that one. It's got obsidian pipe going, only it's going straight into gold pipe into deep storage units. This is the same thing. It's only coming out the back and into deep storage units. You can have it go into tesseracts or barrels or chests or whatever. But I think that's going to do it for today. I think I carried this on quite long enough. And yeah. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.